weekend in arm wrestling, not just AWE one, but of course king of the table as well. John, Dennis, Levan, Ermes, all sorts of craziness. Anyway, I need to kill some time because I'm sitting here literally just so itching to do something. Not training is really, really painful mentally. Still my head in all this super compensation stuff. I'm just ready to go. I'm just ready to go, ready to compete. I want to get at it. What's going on, guys? Good to see you in here as the people start to come in. Yo, his. I don't even know if I said that right. Benji Mag, yo, Blue, good to see you, man. Just come over from Jordan to Reacher Davis live stream. We're hanging out with a Reacher not long ago. Benji Mag, good to see you here, brother. Volt, good to see you here as well, man. Hope you're well. Modern Caleb. Sup, Blue? Good to see you, Modern Caleb. Thanks for joining us here today. What's my strict curl nowadays? I haven't done a strict curl in a while. The gym that I'm at the moment, the easy curl bars they have, I don't like them. They're kind of painful on my wrist, and so I don't like them. That said, I do heavy single arm curls. 62.5 kilos is where I'm at for 4 reps so far. Good to see the mighty silverback Aussie arm wrestler as well. Good to see you, Jake. Well, look what we have here, he says. Jake about to embark on yet another trip over to King of the Table. Man is crushing it. Love Jake Ward, the Aussie arm wrestler. Can't get enough of him. Good to see you here, brother. What else we got? We got RVJ and Devon Larratt in the news. Oh, man, Acme cute. I'm sure there'll be a few questions about that with all the shenanigans that RVJ is getting up to with his drunk shenanigans on the fix. I think that Larratt would murder him in any situation. He would murder him. Adam Hasty, good to see you here, man. Thank you very much. Woo, Aussie arm wrestler hour, yeah. I just watched Jordan the Reacher live and I just couldn't help myself. I just thought, hey, why not? Let's have a go. Juju Mugu, what are your thoughts on the recent RVJ Devon exchange on the fix? So I've only seen, I didn't watch it live. I didn't see it completely, but I watched the Uncle John wrap-up version of it. And oh my goodness, RVJ, welcome back to the arm wrestling world. That is, I mean, what can I say? It's become all too synonymous. Drunken rants from RVJ seem to be the thing that he enjoys doing most on the fix. Calling out Leonidas and then Devon Larratt, and Devon Larratt just absolutely calling him on it and saying, yeah, well, let's do the 100,000 thing. I've never seen a man back down faster and get all awkward when he realized Devon would actually take him up and fulfill all the stipulations that he wanted. Devon's on a bit of a rampage at the moment, just blasting anybody who calls him out. He's like, yep, let's do it. Let's go. I don't think he fears anyone right now, and he certainly doesn't fear RVJ. RVJ making the claim that if it was for big money, he'd get on gear and wreck Devon. Devon says, let's go, let's do it. I'll give you 6 months, do whatever you want, and I'll come and take you 100 grand. RVJ is the king of smoke in recent times for me. And when I say smoke, I just mean the dude just won't pull a match. He's pulled out of so many matches. He's pulled out of 2 matches with me. He's pulled out of East vs. West matches. He's pulled out of matches everywhere. He'll pull out of this one with Devon. I don't think it'll actually ever even get on the field, so to speak. But he does enjoy. I think the older he gets, the better he was in his mind, and he just keeps on speaking as though he's relevant. Unfortunately, he's not. Until proven otherwise, RVJ is just stuck being the home hero that he is. So that's what I think. Agent of Chaos, thank you very much, man. It says good luck. It's good to see you challenging yourself. Thanks, man. This is where I enjoy being in this space, where it's in the deep end. Thank you, brother. Adam Hasty, and he's having a good old chat with Aussie arm wrestler. Good on you. Juju Mugu. What are your round by round predictions for Toddzilla? Whew, goodness me. I'll get to that, Juju. What else we got? Larratt Bastard. He says, relax. Yeah, it's a challenge, man. He says, relax, buddy. You need that nervous energy to go away so you can relax your body properly. Go do something completely unrelated to arm wrestling and relax. So my this week for me has been eating and sleeping, some ice baths, breathing training. Been doing some Wim Hof breathing. I'm just ready. The nervous energy is interesting. Like I'm just ready. I'm just really keen to have a go at this. I'm excited to see what everything's going to do. Todd Hutchings coming in. Like, if we're honest about the conditions of everything, this is not going to be the perfect situation for Todd. I mean, 2 weeks notice on a match. He's flying all the way to Australia. He's 215 pounds. He's going from snow to Australian summer. I'm well rested. I'm peaked. I'm ready. So if I'm ever going to do it, this weekend is the time. Richard, good to see you here from Facebook. Thank you, brother. Good to see you dropping in. Chad says I'm looking way too big for Toddzilla. So I was 107 kilos this morning when I got out of bed. I will be 110 kilos on Saturday. That was my goal. I'm going to hit it. I'm on track. 107 kilos after taking a piss in the morning, standing on the scales in just my boxer shorts. So clothed, well fed, I will be 110 on Saturday. I believe Todd is 215 pounds. So he's, 97 kilos or something like that. So I've got a good 13 kilos potentially on him for the big day. What else we got? English is asking about the Ermes match. Do you think Ermes King's move, like he did versus Chafee, can stop Levan if Devon practically stopped him? I really rate Ermes in his top roll. His wrist integrity is solid, but I fear for him that if Levan is too much, which is the likely scenario that the back pressure from Levan is too much, 190 kilos of Levan is a lot of Levan. And if it is too much, I don't think we'll even really see the opportunity to get a King's move out. I think Ermes is very dependent upon being in the fight for the high ground. And if he loses it, yeah. But I can't wait. It's going to be a massive match. Ermes is a very dangerous dude. So we'll see. Coal Mining just wants to say F you. Fair enough, brother. All yours. What else we got? Aussie arm wrestler doing lives are addictive. Good to see you, man. I know you're the record setter for lives in the arm wrestling world. Have you done that? You're gonna do it. I know you did a 24-hour one. I was thinking you were gonna do a 36-hour one or something like that. RVJ definitely smokes, says Kevin Grip. Yeah, it might be true. Who knows? The RVJ match, he says, I feel like it would be. Look, I know a lot of you would like me to pull RVJ, but I'm just sick and tired of bothering trying. I'm not going to bother trying. I'll just move past him. That'll be it. And if he happens to ever want a match with me and he organizes it, sure. But I'm done trying to organize anything with that man. He pulls out too often of everything. What else we got? Thank you, Arm Break says, good luck for the weekend. Arm Break, I think that's the Arm Break that's been writing some really good articles. If you haven't seen the articles from armbreak.com on Facebook, I've seen a whole bunch of them. But anyway, man, thank you very much for that, the support for the weekend. How healthy am I feeling for the match? Look, I'm feeling phenomenal. There's zero pain in my body. I'm well rested. I'm well fed. I'm well hydrated. I'm 97. I mean, I keep saying that. I keep saying I'm not used to being 100 and something. And I keep saying to people, I'm 97 kilos, but no, I'm 107 kilos. So I'm feeling really, really good. I'm ready to go. I just can't wait. Kevin Grip reckons RVJ would jump on gear, tear his bicep against Devon, and he would get too much muscle mass too quickly. RVJ is the loudest opponent to gear I've ever heard, and he's so emotional about it. I do agree that if he got on gear and did something against Devon, he thinks that it'd beat him, but no, like Devon is so ingrained. His strength is it's gnarly. It's like a tree root that's embedded into the ground. It ain't moving. His pronation just won't be defeated by RVJ's hand. No, RVJ needs to stay drunk if he's going to say stuff like that, because when he's sober, he's going to regret it immediately. Do I think I can beat Matt? Well, look, Joe, we'll find out after this weekend, man. We'll get to see where my balance is at relative to Todd. I'm putting in a lot of time, putting in a lot of energy. I'm working really hard. I'm looking forward to the update, and I'm not going to make any comments on that one, how I think I would go. All I know is that I'm ready for this weekend. So I think a lot of questions like that will be able to be answered after Saturday. Mate, I fly to Adelaide on Friday morning. So for me, I'll just be down there for the one night. I'm very excited about the heat. I see that it's 40 degrees in Adelaide today. Todd Hutchings arrives on Thursday, which again is a 42-degree day or something. He's going from the snow to 42 degrees. I hope it stays like that. There is apparently a cool change coming in on Saturday, which Todd will be happy with, but I hope it stays stinking hot. Which 40 degrees for those Americans watching, I think that's about 105 degrees Fahrenheit. So Todd coming from the snow to 105. Good to see you. Thank you, Summers and Taryn Broad. He'll be on the AWE1 card, taking on Josh Barker. I can't wait to watch that match. Should be awesome. Thank you, Juju, for encouraging everybody to hit the like button. What else we got going on? Let me just have a quick look. Yeah. Todd's taken on a challenge with all things considered. I really respect Todd for taking this match at the last minute. He was so easy to deal with. He made the decision of yes within like 15 minutes. And he's just he booked his own flights. He got here, everything we sorted. It's no worries with Todd. He is easy to deal with. Easy to deal with. I still wear boxer shorts, yeah, man. I do. I was a arm wrestler. Thank you, Larrett Bastard. Best of luck. You'll be watching and rooting from WA. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully we get a great result on the pay-per-view. That'll mean AWE1 is on track as we are hoping it will be, and we'll get more coming and bigger announcements for AWE2. Yeah. Ashraf, I'm well, man. Hope you are too. What else we got? Justin Ferrari says winner takes on DJ Viking Fenton for the world's best ginger. Well, this is one of those things, isn't it? This is getting into the ginger ranks. If you're new here, you might not know this, but everyone else knows that I'm very keen on climbing the ginger overall ranks, and it's by my calculations. Even though Todd Hutchings is not an obvious ginger, he is a ginger still, and he is ranked number 2 in the world for gingers behind Jerry Caderet, who's at number 1. So I would like to take that second spot in the ginger world ranks. Who is this one? Akash says, I'm going to get flashed 6 times. Great match, my ass. We'll see, Akash. I hope you get the money on that, man. You do what you do. We've all got opinions. You can have yours too. Derby City, what do we got here? It's crazy that Ermes held Dave right next to the pad and just swung him through center to his side so casually. Yeah, and that all came about once the breakdown of the pronation in Dave's hand and wrist happened. So Dave, losing his wrist but driving sideways, is connected to his power, but slowly as his palm gets turned a little bit, then you lose the secureness of that position. And as Ermes was sitting there waiting, as soon as that pronation through the thumb of Dave Chaffee disappears, then you can bash straight on through the center like you did. Aussie Arm Wrestler, thank you very much for the plug, brother. He says, make sure you all sign up the Blues pay-per-view membership to watch Toddzilla live. Yeah, guys, hit the join now button on this channel and you will be ready to go. Just make sure you scroll down, hit the right level, get the pay-per-view level, and you'll see it live on 4 days from now. Pretty much exactly 4 days from right now is pretty much when it's going to be happening. How significant is the world record lift that Ermes did, and how much does it translate to that? We're talking about the lift that Zauer did where he busted his arm as well. That is a pretty impossible lift to compare from person to person. Just subtle variations in the angle of the shoulder and the angle of your forearm changes so dramatically, and it ends up being a squat. To prove that, I did this lift like 5-6 years ago, and I did 100 kilos. So, and 5-6 years ago was not a shadow of Ermes. So, go on. it's a nonsense lift, and it tears biceps too. So I'd stay well clear of it, to be honest. Kane says, "Go big or go home." Thank you very much. Aussie Arm Wrestler has confirmed he's doing a 24 to 26 hour live stream, hopefully in March and April. You're a crazy man, but I will no doubt be tuning in to watch that. Española, please. If only. I wish I could speak more languages, but unfortunately I can't. Benji Mack reckons that's intense, Jake. I do too. What else we got going on? Just have a good look. Josh Barker in the chat. Good to see, man. He's one of the guys that'll be on AWE1's card. Undercard he's taking on Taryn Broad. Man, I'm feeling amazing. I really am. I'm feeling genuinely amazing. Pain free, heaviest I've ever been. Um, Excited, nervous, all of this wrapped in one. Can't wait. When's Lachlan's next big match? Maniac. Good question there. Lachlan, I know he's dipping his toe in the water in the USA. He'd like a left hand match, I think, with Marcio Barboza. He's kind of called him out, which would be awesome to see. But in addition to that, he is definitely in the pipeline for an AWE event. I know he's also pulling Matei Urangi from New Zealand in a super match in May, I believe. That's something that organised between just the two of them. But he will definitely be on AWE 2 card, and I can't tell you who he's going to face yet. We're still confirming that, but it'll be a banger. That is all I can say is you'll see Lachlan pulling internationally on AWE 2 with almost certainty. What else we got? Greg Davis says, "Good luck. Thank you very much, man." Josh Barker arrives Wednesday down there. Um, People talking about Matt Mask at the moment, saying it seems that Matt Mask is weak to pullers who use their frame, and Matt doesn't really um, use his own frame to protect against it. He gets his bicep ripped through by the shoulder. Yeah, so Matt's a tall, pronated, explosive guy, but if you bump him outside of his shoulder, then and he loses that connection, then it becomes pretty difficult for him. And he's been on a tough run. Um, yeah, he's got to probably just put his head down for a while, do some training, get back to it. I know he's a busy man with his job, so it gets difficult. But he's one of those guys that has been very very high. I mean, he's been so close to Devon a bunch of times. He beat Ermes Gasparini at the WAL. He's done some big things, but at the moment he's on a tough run. Isn't he? Like I mean, makes me. Well, he did beat Cressy. Crushed Cressy, but both Matt and Cressy have had a bit of a fall in recent times, so it's hard to know where they're at. But I do wish him best. I'm sure he can be back to the top, and he's high level if he just puts his head down and works a bit harder. What else we got? If Devon beats Gennady from Henry Sell, wants to know if Devon beats Gennady, is he number two? Because Gennady has beaten everyone. Well, Gennady's definitely not number two in my eyes. Now with Zhao out of the question due to injury, I think it's absolutely the only two people in the question or in the race for number two is Ermes and Devon. I don't think there's any questions or doubts about that. Ermes and Devon are the only two people in that conversation. Levan is clearly number one. Ermes is potentially number two. Devon is potentially number two. We've seen Devon against Levan. We're about to see Ermes against Levan. We're going to have a good idea of who is closer after that. I think the future will definitely see a Devon and Ermes match. I think it's been a long time coming. Ermes has, we know, been barking at Devon at press conferences for years, saying he's ready to go. Devon was very dismissive of him at first, but Ermes has done the work and has arrived here at the pinnacle of the sport. And I think it's only inevitable that Devon and Ermes will face sometime very soon. Performance enhancing pancakes, one of the biggest contributors to the sport on YouTube. Good to see you. He says, "G'day, Ryan. How intimidating are Uncle Todd's eyebrows in person?" Well, I'm packing way more ginger hair than he is these days. I mean, he's Todd's a little bit ashamed of being a redhead. Maybe I don't know. He gets rid of all that hair, but I don't know what eyebrow form he is going to be bringing to the table. Hopefully, I can avoid the head rub, but we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to gripping up with him. I very much respect Todd in his what he's done in the sport. He's a superstar, so I can't wait. Yeah, Todd will melt. The heat down here, not my monkeys, not my circus. It is, like I said, it's 100 degrees, 105 degrees in Adelaide today. Todd arrives on Thursday. He's coming from snow, so it's going to be hot. What else we got? Kano83 says, "Go big or go home." All the best, mate. Buying the pay per view. Thank you, man. Drew24, there he is. Good to see you, man. Yeah, caught up with you on Jordan the Riches live as well. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Head on over to his place and subscribe. We've got to get Jordan the Riches to 1,000 subs. And he's back, which is good to see. Lachlan's next match, probably I would say left. Imagine Marcio Barboza over there in the USA, potentially under a Paul Italia promotion. What's my current weight? Greg Davis is 107 kilos this morning. I've eaten some food, so I'm probably 108 now, and I'm clothed. But yeah, the 110 for this Saturday is the plan. 110. Colin says this would be one of the biggest upsets Greatest upsets in arm wrestling history if I pull it off. Look, that's awesome. If it's a big moment. If I can do it, I look forward to trying. And if it does happen that way, it'll be cool to go down as one of those upsets of the sport. Yeah, look forward to having a crack. I tell you, I'm excited. Are all my Todd shirts sold out? Yeah, they are. There's no second run or anything. I have one t-shirt myself remaining, but no, they're all gone. They're all gone. I might take it down there with me and wear it whilst I'm after pulling if Todd beats me. Da, 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 da. Jeff Lane says, "If I beat Todd, will I try John?" If I beat Todd, you'll see me call out Monster Michael Todd. I'll just tell you right now. If I beat Todd, I'm calling it Monster Michael Todd. Lots of people asking my weight. I think I've said it a bunch of times. How's the hand grip of progress? Haven't done that in quite a while, Ryra, so I was definitely not going to do it in this last couple of days prior to it. All about resting, eating, and sleeping right now. But yeah, Chase says Todd is human after all. Dude is an absolute powerhouse, and you might be the heavy underdog, but I believe in you, man. Thank you, Chase. Yeah, he is human. Definitely, he's human. I've seen him pinned. I was there in Moldova when he pulled that tournament, and people like Alan Makiev flashed him, and Evgeny Prudnik flashed him. Speed is a weapon against Todd, so I'll be looking to be as explosive as I possibly can be. And yeah, I can't wait, man. He's human. Stranger things have happened. We'll see. What else we got? Let me just scroll down. A whole bunch of comments here. I'm probably getting way behind. Let me just scroll. Oh, there is a super chat. I got to get that one from Kyle Dykeman. Thank you very much for the $19.99 US. Thank you, Kyle. Says, what do you think your percent chance of victory is against Toddzilla? Okay, so I'll give this question some thought, some proper answer. Thank you, Kyle. So this is a match where look, let's make no mistake about it. Todd Hutchings is the overwhelming favorite, and he should be. It's not even a comparison when we look at our on paper record. Um, so for me, straight away, like my mentality going into this is not that I'm convincing myself that I'm going to come in and stomp my opponent. I'm not convincing myself that I'm just going to win. What I am convincing myself of, though, is that there's a target out there in the field that I can see. It's within range. It's relatively small, but it's within range. I believe if I hit that target, I win the match. My odds of hitting that target over 6 rounds, I'm glad it's 6 rounds because it gives me more time to adjust for the breeze or for the scope being off on the rifle, so to speak. But I see it as, look, this Todd is the favorite. There's a whole bunch of circumstances where he's going to be comfortable. If he can force lanes that he wants, then yeah, I'm not going to hang with him in his lane. If I can force the lane I want, then we start to get into the realm of zeroing in on that target. And yeah, then comes the question: am I strong enough? If I can direct it into the lane that I want it to be in, we then get to find out if I am strong enough. And I don't even know that. I genuinely don't even know that because the training that I've been doing over the last 6 months is so new. I haven't competed. I mean, I had my match against Zurab, and I think I did pretty well against Zurab in the scheme of this. In the scheme of I took Zurab's wrist outside of straps. I took it in straps in the third round. So that was me 2.5 months into the training. I'm now 6 months into the training. Progress is big. I feel I certainly I wasn't beating. I wasn't when I faced Zurab for comparison's sake. I still wasn't able to do anything to Lachlan Adair in a training pool at that point. Where now I feel in control of Lachlan's wrist in training 95% of the time. Especially outside of straps. So I feel like there's it's obvious to me that there have been big progression. So I don't know what that progression does to the percentages of am I strong enough. If I get Todd's wrist into a position where I'm in control, am I then strong enough to pin him? I don't know. We'll see. That's the exciting part. That's the cool part is we will see in 4 days' time. It's not long to wait. Like it's nerve-wracking, it's daunting yet exhilarating, the thought of this. This is where I love to be most, in the deep end, where I get to perform against somebody who's established at a higher caliber than I am. This really drags my performance up. It really drags my my execution up. Same thing happened when I was a tennis player. I love being in a position where I have to perform better than I've ever performed before. It's where I personally, mentally just enjoy it the most. Yeah, but awesome question. Thank you very much for that super chat, Kyle Dyke, man. Let me just go back to the comment section, see what else is going on. Ba, 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 ba. All right, let me have a look. There's a question about the humorous angle from performance enhancing pancakes. So, what rule set are you using in regard to decline of the humorous angle? Yeah, so we're on a running foul system for the AWE. Um, Going into a negative humorous angle when your hand is on at center or anywhere neutral from there will result in a running foul being called. There aren't any warnings or standing up, no opportunities to correct that. You'll just be put straight into a running foul. If you um, don't if you don't correct that position, the second foul will happen and the match will be over. So there is no room for leniency. I'm aware that Todd doesn't have a press, so there is this thing about, look, if I get his wrist and he goes sideways and I can't hang with him if I drop down to a kings. I think I do have a very good discipline of keeping my humorous angle positive. Even when I do go into a kings, I do practice that a lot against Lachlan. I'm able to hit that without getting into a foul position. So I'd be disappointed in myself if I did go into a foul position. Um, yeah. Hey, Paul Lynn, good to see you, brother. I see you're pulling Hadzamura Zaloyev. That's awesome, man. Um, at East vs West 7. Can't wait to watch that. But man, I'm feeling good, man. I feel excited. I feel nervous. I feel healthy. I feel heavy. I'm 107 kilos this morning, mate. Injury free. There's no niggles. This feels like my best preparation. I'm excited. I was just saying to my wife today when we were just out for lunch, and I said, I can't believe I'm pulling Todd Hutchings in 4 days' time. Like, it's pinch myself stuff. Normally, when I have a really big match, I'm traveling internationally. This is the first time I'm having a massive match where it's just in my hometown, so to speak. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm feeling really good, mate. I can't wait. Really, really genuinely excited. But thank you for dropping in, man. All right. What else we got? Let me have a quick look through. So I'm just going to scroll back up through some comments, guys. Give me 2 seconds. There's Drew24 giving Jordan the reach or plug in the meantime. Good on you, Drew. Thank you guys for supporting Jordan. It's good to see him back in the sport. English professor wants to see Dennis and Devon. Yeah, wouldn't we all? That one does sound good. Josh Barker, am I going to be doing any after pulls? Man, yeah, I definitely will be doing after pulls. There's a bunch of people there from on the AWE one card that I haven't seen in a while. People like Mario Tembakis, I want to grip. Brett Coots, I want to grip. Yeah, Gunter's Bykovs, I want to grip. All these guys, but we'll see what's left of my arms after I face Todd Hutchings too. I might be a little beat up, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. Joe, thank you very much for the support there, man. He says, "Good luck, bro. I respect you for taking every match and not running." So I am fortunate that I get to often dictate terms on who I'm facing. I'm in that position because of my career being social media and all that. I can do this. I don't have to wait for a promoter to offer me a match. I can just put it together myself. So because of that, I've had the advantage of being able to reach out and take the opportunities to compete with, in my opinion, people that will maximize how much I grow. Win, lose, or draw, this match will maximize how much I grow. If I was to face someone on paper who is a 50-50 match with me, I wouldn't grow as much as I will in this match. This match will make me grow. It's a guarantee. Hey, Donny's coming with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Donny. My favorite Australian is Jake and the Crocodile Hunter. The Crocodile Hunter is dead. Oh, gee whiz. That super chat started great. and then real somber in the end. Yeah, he is dead. He got a stingray to the heart. He's old Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin's zoo is like an hour from my place. I've taken my kids there a bunch of times. It's a good zoo. And your favorite Australian is Jake. Yeah, Jake and Steve Irwin, very similar characters. I can see why you'd like the two of them. But yeah, thank you, Johnny, for the 4.99 super chat. You're the man. Um, Performance enhancing pancake says, I remember you practicing with Todd way back in the day. Will be a really cool gauge for you of your progress. It's illegal for me to cheer against Uncle Todd, but I wish you the best. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we have gripped before. Yep, he did come to Australia, and we spent probably 2 or 3 days training together in both the gym and on the table. So we remember each other's shape. That's it's always it's always interesting when you've never gripped someone's hand before. It's a little more scary. But once you have touched someone's hand before and you've felt the lanes, um, you get a little bit more confident that you can hit what you need to hit. So for me, against this monster that is Toddzilla, I'm certain that I will be in my power. I'm certain that if I am to lose to Todd, he won't be disengaging me. He'll be pulling through my best, and that's okay. When you're an arm wrestler, that's okay. The worst way to lose is when you get disengaged and you just feel like you shouldn't have even been on the table. I feel like I will be absolutely in my power on this one. If Todd beats me, it'll be pulling through the best I've got. So that sounds good to me. I'm ready for the challenge. Sweden Arm Wrestling TV. Good to see you here, Greg. Good morning. He says, hope you're well. Seen the infamous fix yet? Yeah. I've seen the Uncle John summary of it with the RVJ 100K on Devon Larratt thing. That was crazy. A man needs to just stay retired or actually compete rather than just talking about competing. Because he's talking a lot, and Devon's called his bluff there with the 100K, and there's no way RVJ would do it. Justin Hart for King of the Table. If you want to see that, it's head to Core Sports. I think coresports.world is where you find all the King of the Table stuff. Their pay per view, I'm sure you can grab it on that website. Coresports.world is from memory where it would be. All right, keep scrolling. Have a look at these comments again. Don't want to miss any super chats. Oh, there's one just as I was about to scroll back up. What do we got? $2 from Aaron Steibel Jr. Good on you, brother. Thank you very much. Will you make a video prediction on Levan? Please do. Yeah, I might do that. I'm so focused at the moment on Todd that my mind is nowhere else, but I might do that for you, brother. Thank you very much for the super chat. Hey, I can see Paul Lynn talking about my training methods. Let me just see. Scroll up, get some more context on this. But what did Uncommon say? Uncommon said, hang on here. Let me just go back. I think this is the one that Paul's referring to. Uncommon has said, question, the type of training you're putting yourself through has been hand waved away from North American arm wrestlers. Do you think this is an error? Yeah, okay. And then Paul Lynn has said he disagrees. He's been begging me to train like this forever. That's true that Paul has been very much encouraging of this. And I mean, I don't think that anyone is waving away this. I think that with the people that are waving it away, they just might be saying, "Look, it's not going to affect that much." Because and the reason people talk like that, like I've had it said to me a bunch of times when I first started training like this, from a lot of people in arm wrestling that have bigger bench presses than me that I could already beat. They said to me, don't get too excited about bench pressing, man. It's not going to translate that much. And the problem is it doesn't translate if you don't have a hand and wrist ready. Okay, you need, like, if your chest and your shoulders and your back are your engine room, your hand is your downforce and your grip to the road. If you don't have grip on the road, the big engine's not going to do you any good at all. I've spent a decade refining my hand and wrist, and I went all in on that, and I was convinced for a long time that that was the fastest route to the top. But I felt the declining return on that, and I really hit a ceiling on that. And but I subsequently I have a decade worth of specific hand and wrist. Now I'm just getting an engine room that's got more horsepower in it, and my downforce, my grip to the road is really good. And that's what we're seeing. Like when I train with Lachlan now, I'm able to just take Lachlan's wrist out of straps. And I've never experienced that before. So I know that Paul is someone who definitely believes in that. You need the engine room as well. At the end of the day, I don't think any arm wrestler will disagree to say hands matter most, but hands have a limit to what they can do alone. They need to be backed up by the whole chain, and I'm backfilling that whole chain at the moment, and it feels good. So yeah, I know that a lot of people, um, and Paul definitely one of those believers in all round functional body strength is the way to go. Am I 44% stronger now, Sam? Well, I don't know. If we say my bench press, hang on, what is my bench press? My current 1RM is 140. What do we got? What did I start on? Where's my calculator? Hang on, I'll just get my calculator. I'll tell you exactly how much stronger I am because it might be close to that 44%. 105 divided by 140. 140. I'm 33.3% stronger. Okay, so it's not quite 44 yet. We're not there. 30, but my bench press has gone up 33.3% since I've started it. Paul Lynn said he did what I did, except backwards. So Paul started with the base power and is now working on the grip on the road. Yeah, and we've all got a different path too, depending on where we've come from. But for me, it was that 10 years of just hand and wrist. And now, like, how much? If you ask me now, how much hand and wrist I train per week at the moment, it's very little. I get table time once a week. That's it for table time, and then so that obviously works my hand and wrist. And then, but in the gym, there's only one day in the gym I'd say where I'm actually working hard on my hand and wrist. So I'm doing very little comparatively. I used to do it 7 days a week. Now it's getting very little, but all of the progress I'm making through my chest and shoulders and back, my back is what is feeling best. Like if I do seal rows, and my favorite thing where I don't know if you know what a seal row is. You're just lying face down on a bench, with a suspended bar underneath that bench and just pulling it straight back. It takes out all ability to have inertia through your lower back and just isolates that upper back and mid back perfectly. And I'm hitting like 110 kilos on that for 3 sets of 10 and things like that. I'm like, this is exciting, and the gains that I'm making there are massive. So uh, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Donnie says if I was Ryan Bowen, I'd train like Paul then. Yeah, Paul's a stud, isn't he? There he is. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate your support for the journey, man. I look forward to us being in the same space again. What time will I face Todd? Can't find any information on the Apex Sports Festival website. Greg Jeffries, if you are in the USA, it'll be roughly 9 p.m. Eastern time, is when you can expect that pay-per-view to go live. So there will be a free component to it as well. A good portion of the undercard will be free, but then when we get into the title matches, there's 3 title matches that will be on the pay-per-view. Jamie Barrett against Hamza for the number 1 ranked Australian junior. Then Mario Tembarkas and Gunter Zbykovs. Gunter Zbykovs is a former Latvian, former European super heavyweight champ. He's taking on Australia's current 100 kilo Australian Arm Wrestling Federation champion in Mario Tembarkas, and then myself and Todd. So 9 p.m. Eastern Time, USA, on the 14th, guys. So I know it's 14th, on the 24th. I know it's been advertised as the 25th. Remember, Australia is a day ahead, but you'll see it live. Just turn the notification bell on my channel, Ryan Blue Bowen. You'll see it live. The free component of it will go live, and that'll create a bit of a buzz. You won't miss it, hopefully. And then as soon as those undercard matches finish, we go into the pay-per-view, and it's going to be on from there. But good stuff. There's member super chats. Says Drew24. Let me go have a look, brother. Thank you. What else we got? Member super chats. Let me see if I can find them. Just scrolling through. Oh yeah, there's heaps of them. TYR, he joined the membership. Good to see you, TYR. Thank you for joining up and getting ready. Josh Barker, who's been a member for 13 months, says, going to do Zloty or anything else like that this year. Be awesome to get a team over there. I won't be attending Zloty this year because I just don't have faith in the PAL putting together a big event yet. I do believe that it is a great event when it's back up and running, but I'd like to see that organization get back up and running before I risk traveling over. I don't want to pull in a watered down Zloty or anything like that. I want it to be the killer tournament that it always has been. Drew24 says, you are the first arm wrestling YouTube channel I have followed. That's pretty cool. I'm with you to the end. Bowen versus RVJ Arm Gods Las Vegas needs to happen. Marcus really likes it. Look, if anyone can actually put a lasso around RVJ and drag him to a table, I will face him. I will. I'd be more than happy to. But I just refuse to put myself through the punishment of trying to organize a match with that man ever again. It's just too much. It's too much. But if someone else can do it, sure. Absolutely. Let me see if I missed any other members. That looks like we got all of them. Okay. Let's go back. See you, Paul. Thank you for stopping in, brother. All the best. East First West 7. Okay. What's more important, biceps or forearms? Look, forearms matter more, man. But interestingly, biceps and back pressure, rising back pressure, especially in the heavyweight division, becomes the most important strength. But you can, if you have, the forearms are essential. The biceps aren't as much. But you get what I mean. You get what I mean. Back pressure is king, though, when it gets those top ranks. Ooh, who's the longest standing member? I don't know. Let me see if I can work that out. I'll see who the longest standing member is on the YouTube channel. Shane Carey's been at it for a long time. You're the man. Let me just get into these analytics, see what I can find. Okay, see all your members. Total time as member. Okay. So Shane Carey, where are you? Shane Carey, you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're coming 9th, brother. You've been a member for 19 months. Total time as member. But Bubba Gump is my top dude. Bubba Gump, I don't know if you're on the live today, but Bubba Gump has been a member for 34 months. He is the man. Procrastinator coming in second place at 30 months. Henry Mullet, 25 months. Stephen Francis, 25 months. Uncle John, 24 months. The Drew, 24 months. Big Grove Goats, 24 months. Jay Miller, 23 months. And then Shane Carey, there he is, 19 months. Bunch of legends. Those guys. And so many more. But yeah, cool question. Shane, thank you very much for the support, man. It's been mega. Yeah, can't thank you enough. What else we got? We got a super chat in from Aaron Stible Jr. Tip for someone who's 5'4" to get into arm wrestling. Study Sasha Andreev. I think that's about his height as well. So with every shape, man, there's an opportunity to create an advantage. So rise and a short hand, a short distance between this knuckle and your wrist joint is going to allow for a stronger stroke in your wrist rise. So use wrist rise as your key and to get people inside a hook. And then that short, compact, tight arm will be nasty for anyone. So there's an advantage for everyone. Shane Carey wants his money back. It is a long time. Says thirsty 808. Yeah, it's been some amazing amounts of support. Good stuff. All right. Well, I've scrolled to the bottom of the comments section. I think I've got all the super chats. I don't think I've missed anything. Yeah, last call for questions. Then I might head off. I need to eat again. Need to make sure I get to that 110 kilos by Saturday. I believe Todd will be getting on a plane pretty soon. He's due to arrive Thursday. It's Tuesday here right now, so I think somewhere in about 12 hours' time, Todd might be getting on a plane. Exciting. Really, really is exciting. So, guys, I guess I'll give one last plug to it before we head off. If you guys want to watch this match live, it will be 100% live. No shenanigans. This one will be live. Then just hit the join now button. Scroll down to the pay-per-view with myself and Todd Hutchings, and you will get the notification when we go live. There will be a free undercard live that happens prior, so don't miss that. Tune in. That one will kick off on the 24th if you're in the USA, probably around that 9 p.m. mark, and you will see a great undercard. There'll be 3 or 4 matches, and then we'll get into the pay-per-view, and there'll be 3 matches in that pay-per-view as well, obviously finishing with myself and Todd. It's going to be a big weekend. I am pumped. I'm very, very grateful to all of your support that you guys have shown me over the last decade. Come a long way. Hopefully this weekend is another big step forward. But either way, it's going to be awesome. So guys, yeah, thank you so much. I'll check the comments for any more questions that just may have come through whilst I was doing that bit of a sales pitch. Let's have a look. Yeah, mate, RBJ's drunken stuff was covered thoroughly, definitely. All right. That looks like it's about it. Someone says if you can put the brakes on Todd, you'll be impressed. I'll put them on. I will put these damn brakes on. You watch. I'm ready. I'm as ready as I've ever been. All right, guys. I'm out. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. I'll be live. Will be